Nah. Well, guys, this one's a little different. I'm here at the world famous Hubie's Garage. Not to drag race this time, but to finish fixing my truck. Hubie came through and Hubie saved my ass, for lack of a better way of saying. And I don't think I'll ever be able to thank him enough, really. But basically, what happened was last week I had an incident at work. A pallet split and a brand new transmission fell on the ground. And it was broken. The bell housing was busted. It was broken real bad. And my boss was, before he had gathered any information, I told him what happened. And before he had gathered any information, he was talking about letting me go. Which, to a certain degree, I understood because, it's a very expensive piece of machinery and, there's pretty much no way I can pay him back for it. So, but during this, I had called Hubie and I told him, hey, you know what I mean? I'm kind of getting shuffled out of here. You know what I mean? Called him more for advice than anything, but he offered his help. He offered his help. He said, I can come by with the truck and help you get your things, and you can take the Apache to here, the world famous Hubie's Garage, and work on it. And I ended up kind of talking things over with my boss, my ex-boss. Let's just call him Ray. And I didn't end up having to leave. But basically, ever since that incident, he had kind of been on me, which, I don't ever really like to make excuses for myself, but between the equipment I was dealing with and the circumstances, there wasn't too much I could do. The pallet split. It wasn't like I had rocked it or anything like that or caught it on anything. But, he'd kind of been on me. And, I've been kind of uncomfortable at this shop for probably the past six months or so. Last December, I was pretty much ready to leave, but I had started working with those sheet metal workers and it kind of held my interest. So I stayed a little bit longer. But obviously it wasn't the greatest decision because here I am now. This week, my job is to clean the shop. It's part of my job. I work on everything. I'm help. I do the tear downs. I do a lot of different things around the shop. But one thing I stick to constantly is cleaning. I make sure there's space for people. I make sure things are in order, parts are in order, things are where they should be. And when we had purchased the 62 truck, the 62 Apache 20 that we brought back on the trailer, the folks that sold us the truck had given Ray a plastic toy accordion that was broken. It was a kind gesture. They were just giving him something. I don't think they realized it was broken. But it was sitting around the shop, this accordion. It was sitting around the shop for 3 weeks or so, ever since we picked up the truck. And it was broken, and I saw it on the floor for a couple days, so I finally picked it up and threw it away. I didn't think anything of it at all. No one really cared about it. Obviously, it's been sitting there for 3 weeks broken. But I'm finishing up work. I believe it was Tuesday. I'm finishing up work. I'm wrapping up extension cords and whatnot. And Ray comes up and he says, hey, where's the box to the Holley Sniper that went to the Bronco? And I was like, I told him probably in the recycling. And while he was looking for this Holley box, he saw his accordion in the trash. And he came up to me and he says, hey, you threw my stuff away. And I said, what are you talking about, the box for the Holley Sniper? You know what I mean? I just put it in the recycling. I didn't think we needed to save the box. But then he tells me it's the accordion. He says, I wanted to give that to my kids. And I didn't think he was serious. So I was like, really? It was kind of broken. I just tossed it. You know what I mean? I didn't think much of it. And he was very upset. He said, are you patronizing me? I said, no, I can't tell if you're serious or not, and it kind of escalated into an argument. And especially if I feel like someone's on me about something that's insignificant, I don't let it go. I'll ride you. You know what I mean? So I went and I got the accordion out of the trash, I can't believe I'm even talking about this. This is serious, guys. I'm dead serious right now. 100% serious. I went and I got this toy plastic accordion out of the trash. I wiped it off. I cleaned it up. It looked exactly as it did when we got it. And I go to hand it to him. I said, "Hey, Ray, I'm sorry about that, man." And he repeats himself. He says, "You just patronized me. I wanted to bring that to my kids." And I kind of, I said, I don't know what kind of sad home life your children have, but if this is the kind of stuff they're playing with, I'm kind of willing to make some donations, which ticked him off. But, the argument escalated. He asked me to leave, get your stuff and leave. And I'm like, sure, and big old scene. He was following me around the shop and asking for my keys and just trying to make it as worse as possible. Just the worst possible way to deal with that, And, I just kind of told him, hey, give me a few days to get my stuff out. And I went and I called Hubie because he had previously offered his help. And I thought, geez, I'm glad I didn't have to take him up on it before, but I guess I do now. I tried not to. I do feel as if my presence is an imposition. I'm pretty aware of that. Thank goodness he's probably one of the kindest, most generous people I know, but just the same. So I called Hubie and I told him what was going on. And at first, I don't think he believed me. Probably like you guys won't, that I was arguing over a plastic toy accordion in the middle of an auto shop. But it's not the accordion, guys. It's the principle. Remember, it's the principle. The accordion. He walked away and he said, maybe there'll be a small block Chevy in the trash tomorrow. I was like, the maturity levels are high today. Of course, you don't draw swords with me. But yeah, I called Hubie and he told me, this was Tuesday, he said, hey, I've got some family friends coming over on Thursday. I've got to prepare for that tomorrow, which was Wednesday. I'm going to meet up with them Thursday. And on Friday, I can come help you get your things out of the shop. And I worked the rest of the pay period. I worked Wednesday. And then Thursday, I was pretty much just rounding up my stuff. I had a lot of stuff at that shop, you know what I mean? I'm pretty bad with the hoarding. So I had my toolbox, my service cart. I had 3 transmissions, 2 engines, my truck, a shelf full of parts, multiple carburetors, everything else. You guys have seen my junk. Well, no, you haven't seen my junk. Negate that. But, I kind of spent the week hustling and getting rid of that. And, yeah, I told him I was good. You know what I mean? And the guys at the shop are like, why couldn't you stay quiet? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, because I had no reason to. You know what I mean? If I'm in the wrong, if I've really done something that bad, I'm big on accountability. I'll tell you if I effed up. I even apologize for throwing it away. I just didn't think much of it. I didn't put a lot of thought into the plastic toy accordion. I'm serious. Again, guys, I cannot, this is not, no clickbait, no nothing. Plastic toy accordion. So I worked the rest of the week and I was able to get over here to Hubie's, and I got my truck here now, but I'm definitely not working at that shop anymore. It was a really, really unhealthy environment. It wasn't good, especially after everything that happened to my face and everything. I was super cool about that. I didn't file for any workman's comp. I didn't get the gentleman in trouble who flew a drone into my face. But I guess that's not good enough. I got to make sure not to throw away those plastic toy accordions. But yeah, that was a pretty difficult few days. I tried my best just to be civil about it and try to figure out a way moving forward just to take care of all my stuff, which again, Hubie helped me with. He's in his house right now. I believe he's doing some taxes. He's probably a little bit tired after a day of thinking for me. Well, a day of solving Ari's problems will make anybody tired. Thank you, Hubie. But yeah, I'm not working at that shop anymore. Which honestly, again, you know, it's not that bad. It's a good, healthy transition. You know, that guy's on me about the painting the inside of the oil bath filter and just the dumbest things you could think of, pretty much. I'm not really good with that, you know. And a very angry person. And again, I'm ready for the next step. We'll see what I got going. Got a couple things in mind, but for now, it's you know, a brief bout of unemployment. Nothing new, right? Be all right. You know, as long as it's not followed by vagrancy, unemployment's great. You know, I get to catch up on projects. No, but very seriously, yeah, it's a weird time for me. I haven't been able to keep up with much lately. I feel like it's kind of one thing after another, but I feel good. You know what I mean? I'm taking care of it best I can. My friends are helping me, and I think I'll come out all right. Only got a little bit of work to do on this Apache. I was trying to spare you guys the glare of those glasses. You're getting it now. I was hoping to wait for a happier moment to reveal this, but myself a new office here. That's a lot of glare. Sorry about that, guys. A new office here, and she's got a new mill. There she is, guys. V8 in the Apache. I got this far before my boss maligned me. Ray, not my boss. Yeah, guys, that kind of explains that. I thought I'd offer some kind of explanation as to what happened there, and you know, why Hubie's got my truck in his driveway and another 235 in the back of his Duramax. But yeah, that's it for now, guys. Just wanted to put out a little explanation for everybody, and I hope you guys are all having a good week, having a solid Friday, and make sure to check your fluids, guys.